A few months ago, you might have seen me announce that I was going to run a completely different kind of program within my company, the Ideas Lab. So instead of how to turn your idea into a book, business or product, which is what I'm normally doing, I would create an entirely new program in an area that I am not particularly expert in. And you could watch me build it, and then in November, it would run as a live program that people would pay to join. The topic was dating and relationships, and I'm calling it the Love Challenge. So I made this announcement a few months ago, and it got a lot of excitement, a lot of interest. And in fact, it immediately attracted the interest of the editor of Psychologies magazine here in the UK, Susie Walker. And we've been working since then on a podcast together about finding a smarter, more authentic, more effective way of approaching dating and relationships. So I've been interviewing experts and also experimenting with some of the ideas in my own life. And that's been great. But there came to a point when I was on holiday a couple of weeks ago, and I was in northern Serbia, and I woke up in the middle of the night and I suddenly thought, it's September now. And this course runs in 2 months. And while I've done a lot of research, I've talked to some really interesting people, I don't have a program to sell yet. I don't even have a website for it. And I haven't, although we've created some of this amazing podcast content, we haven't actually put very much of it out there yet. And I also promised people will allow people be able to follow me building the business from scratch so that you could see how I approach those things. And I don't feel like I've documented that enough. So this was this moment, and if you're an entrepreneur, you've probably had moments like this where you've woken up in the middle of the night in a panic and gone, I'm not going to be able to make it in time. And since then I've been thinking, what do I do about this? We're a couple of months, 6, 7 weeks away from running a program which isn't fully defined yet. I've got lots of ideas about it. I've learned loads of stuff from experts. I've got lots of knowledge from my many years of studying psychotherapy and counseling and psychology to put in it, and some great experts we're going to pull in. But what's it really about, and what would make people want to pay for it, because it's a paid course? And I was talking to Ben, a member of the team here at the Ideas Lab, in our first meeting back after my break, and talking about all this stuff. And he goes, well, if you don't know what it is and you don't know what it should be, put that out there, tell people. So that's what I'm doing. I'm saying, like, I don't know exactly what the Love Challenge is. I've got loads of ideas. I've got loads of things I want to say. I've got things that I think people are going to find fascinating about the world of dating and relationships, and also liking yourself and self-esteem, because they're all very related, and flirting and all these things. So these are things we've already recorded some interviews about. So we've got all those ideas, but what is it about? And I just don't know enough about what people want. I know what I want from a course like this, but I've realized that, for instance, I don't really know what women want from a course like this, because I do think those two things are different. So I think the only way to resolve this is to say, let's build it together. I don't know what this thing is. What should it be? What is your challenge, if you consider that you have one, around dating relationships, about finding the right partner and creating a successful relationship with them? What is the challenge for you? Is it meeting the right person? Is it a challenge around modern dating and using Tinder and online dating? Is it about just meeting enough people? Is it about the fact that you're a bit older now and that's affecting how dating relationship works for you now? Maybe you're re-entering the dating market, as it were, after having been in a long-term relationship. I don't know what it is. I mean, what's the thing that you think is the biggest challenge in finding love, in finding a relationship that you want to last? And what would make it worth joining a program, an online program that's a very powerful community experience with fascinating ideas and lessons and exercises you can put into practice, where everyone's taking part at once? Maybe 100, 200, 300 people, maybe 1,000 people. I don't know how we're going to get that right now, but that would be great. And you're all going through it together, men and women, discovering a better way, a different way to approach dating. What would you want to get out of it? What would you want the experience to be like? I open it up to you, because at this point, I've got ideas, but they're all just washing around and I don't really know what it should be. So will you tell me? You can comment under this video wherever you're looking at it. You can send me an email at john@theideaslab.org if you'd rather be private. I won't share anybody's comments unless you say it's okay to. So I'm not going to out anybody about the things that they're saying. But I think it's the only way we can make it work. And so please tell me what you think we should do.